And we've got more coming our way here at the Boost Mobile Gold Coast Pro, presented by GWM. Heat 4 is stacked. Nat Young out there in the red, a CT surfer who just missed out on making the cutter, along with Jackson Baker, who was right there with him.
Jackson, and Jadson are real characters. Nat's pretty serious, straight down the line, go well. Jadson, he's back, and he's looking pretty good. Like, Chianca, he's a really nice guy. Every time I've talked to him, he's been super respectful and really nice. I've surfed with him a bit too, so I know he's a great big wave rider. And here he goes, and wow, that's a nice snap right there from Joao.
Oh,
Slide
man.
to the tail. And did actually kind of gave up some wave there to slide the tail.
Take the sections on, put everything into it. That first carve, really aggressive. And the second, got the drift. And perhaps if he had just kind of tagged it and kept the momentum running down the line, there was more points on offer. But can't deny that the two turns were really strong.
Yeah, I know. And he's still going to get a great score. He slides the tail and then just goes, I may as well go extra.
At the moment, we've got some movement on the outside, and having a look at this one, it is Joao Chianca, so find some space out there without priority. Is anyone down the line having a look at this thing? Doesn't look like it. Jadson is down the line here. He had a great start, 6.33, a really well-placed float to finish that ride off. Got a little bit of rock and roll action as he rode out of that one. 22 and a half minutes to go. We'll see some replays in a moment, but right now, let's check in with Felicity, who's caught up with the winner of the last heat. He's always had that impeccable technique, shown a lot of promise, but he's gone from whippet to little bulldog, and he's packed some muscle into his turns now. He's starting to really fetch some good scores, as we see Jadson Andre just looking so fired up here. Close heats, especially when you've got four great surfers out there. Jadson and Joao Chianca, just the way they've kicked off this heat, there's been so much determination on show here.
Yeah, definitely. And this is a pretty good score for Jadson here, I think, for a smaller wave.
First wave, he found a 5 after that, and he's got a number on the way. Joao Chianca just going at 1,000,000 miles an hour here.
How's the body talk? Just so much energy.
Really good to see him. And I kind of got their coaches mixed up, actually, between Cheyenne and Jackson Bunch. But he's, I had a good talk to Keeler. It was really good. And actually, you know what, my prayers right now with Dane Keeler.
Yeah, probably the most stacked with CT experience, this one, as we see Chianca just continue to...
He cannot help himself. I knew he was going to go that way.
Yeah, he wants to drop the 4.43. As a CT campaigner last year, he ended up going back to the qualifying series and broke through really for probably the biggest win of his competitive career, getting a win at Surfest.
There's an old school roundhouse with the cheese whiz in there, Rich.
14 minutes remaining this heat, and it's just been the Joao Chianca, Jadson Andre extravaganza out here. Nat Young and Jackson Baker, we've barely seen them. The new young guns could break through, but Jadson Andre at the moment holding down the lead, and this wave not looking all that great. But Nat Young's going to get started. He's got a good-looking wall here. Already unloading some of that backhand dynamite on the outside section and looking to load up once again, just looking for the extras and juicing it for everything it's got, that wave. 11 minutes to go here.
Yeah, sorry, Ron. I was just going to say, I wonder what Nat got done first up, and just tags it off the lip. And that second one, that was a better turn. And third, just getting some nice work done. So he's definitely putting himself in a position where he's in the heat now.
It's a keeper.
Yeah,
sure,
I like the first turn. Solid. Nat pushes it so far round that board.
I like that snap. It's different. Like, he really kind of pushes out with his back foot more than most people. A lot more. And sends a lot of spray.
From the knee to the ankle lock, he's got pretty similar legs to you. A lot of calf muscle strength, and always has that extra push on the tail. And in 2016, it was awarded World Surfing Reserve status, making it officially the 8th World Surfing Reserve. And of that 52-kilometre stretch.
To Surfers Paradise, as we can see in the distance. Joao Chianca here, he's going fast, and You know, he's on the lip line. He just wants to get to where something big can happen, but all those lip line floaters probably won't go into his score. You know, like he did on that first wave, I thought he would have been better to do that on this bigger wave and just launch with something crazy big.
And you're right, the longest waves of your life when it's all coming together. But today it's a neat little stretch, not huge conditions, but super clean. And as a result, the surfers are, I think, for the first time, really finding the opportunities off.
Kept it relatively low just by nature of the fact that his board was always just pointing down the line. Whoa, just takes to the air on that one.
As yesterday did get pretty good, I think late it'll get good again. It's just a touch slow.
Oh, here we go, Nat Young. He's after a big number. Near excellent, in fact. Needs a 7.86. Has a lot of speed, this wall, though, stretching out. And that's going to hurt his chances of turning in the number he needs.
I don't know. You forgot about Rio wider.
I love Rio surfing. I just expect Rio to be ripping. Timothy Biso, you know, as far as Challenger Series campaigners go, he stood up and just delivered in a big way. Here goes Nat, though, on a medium-sized ride. And he's juicing this wave.
Oh, it looks like it's Nat.
Nat way down the line.
Yeah. Gets into this one.
Ooh, hang on a second.
Nice blast there. This wave's setting up pretty nicely. Now starting to stretch out. Nat doing well to float, but
no,
it just reels off down the line.
Yeah, it was looking good there for a second, wasn't it?
Wondering if Jackson's going to get an opportunity.
He's going left. You're not allowed to go left at snapper.
Wow.
2 360s. Well, that's a score. Hang on a second.
Oh, if only he made that last one. In just a moment, we're going to bring Stace Galbraith and Wayne Rabbit Bartholomew into the Harvey Norman host set to call the next couple of heats.